Are you interested in maintaining a healthy lifestyle? Here are some natural ways I keep my blood pressure low and pitfalls I have come across trying to lower blood pressure. I will also be going to give you some effectiveness scores for each one of them. That is my experience. That is in the review part of the video. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity daily, such as walking, swimming, or dancing. Regular exercise helps keep blood pressure in check. Strength training exercises, like lifting weights, can also be beneficial. Regular physical activity is essential for maintaining a healthy weight. Here are some effective ways to stay active and burn calories. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. Brisk walking, about 22 minutes a day, is a great way to achieve this goal. Consider activities like running, swimming, or aerobic dancing. You could do 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity each week. Engage in muscle strengthening exercises at least 2 days a week. These activities help build lean muscle mass and boost metabolism. Eat a balanced diet. Focus on whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy products. Limit saturated fats and cholesterol. Consider following the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, diet or the Mediterranean diet. Potassium-rich foods can counteract the effects of sodium on blood pressure. Avoid high-sodium foods like processed snacks, canned soups, and fast food. Select fresh, home-cooked meals with less salt. But be careful about blood sugar rise with potassium-rich foods. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure. Include foods like bananas, spinach, potatoes, and oranges in your diet. Consuming foods with probiotics, live bacteria, has been linked to healthier blood pressure. Diet, the Mediterranean diet, and the Indian vegetarian diet. Each of these dietary patterns has unique features and health benefits. Wait, there is more, but do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe, down below. Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Developed in the 1990s to target high blood pressure. Emphasizes specific nutrients and food groups. Prioritizes potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Limits sodium intake. Moderate levels of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, but select the ones with lower carbohydrate content. Fat-free or low-fat dairy products. Lean proteins, fish, poultry, beans, nuts. Strictly limits sodium. Discourages sweets. Structured plan with specific daily servings. Mediterranean diet. Originated from Mediterranean cuisine in the 1950s. Focuses on overall health and balanced eating. Nutritional emphasis. Emphasizes whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains. Healthy fats, olive oil. Lean proteins, fish, poultry. Sodium and sweets. Does not specify sodium limits. Allows moderate sweets and alcohol. Food flexibility. Offers more flexibility and promotes moderation. Indian vegetarian diet. Components. Plant-based foods, minimal or no animal products. Includes legumes, grains, vegetables, and fruits. Benefits. Naturally low in calories. High in fiber for better satiety. Supports easy digestion. Sample 7-day Indian vegetarian diet, 1,200–1,500 calories per day. Example. Breakfast, lemon detox water, oatmeal with honey and fruits. But limit this if you are diabetic. Lunch, brown rice, lentil curry, mixed veggies. Dinner, quinoa salad, grilled paneer. Similar meals for other days. In summary, while the diet targets blood pressure, the Mediterranean diet takes a holistic approach to overall health. The Indian vegetarian diet emphasizes plant-based foods and offers flexibility. Choose the one that aligns best with your health goals. But low sodium levels, also known as hyponatremia, can indeed be harmful to health. Let's explore this further. Symptoms of hyponatremia. Nausea, vomiting, headache, confusion. Loss of energy, fatigue, irritability. Muscle weakness, spasms, and even seizures. In severe cases, it can lead to coma or brain swelling. Causes of hyponatremia. Certain medications, like diuretics, antidepressants. Heart, kidney, or liver problems. Syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone, SIADH. Chronic vomiting, diarrhea, or dehydration. Drinking excessive water. Prevention and management. Limit fluid intake, be mindful of how much you drink. Address underlying conditions, treat the root cause. Avoid overhydration, balance water intake. Monitor sodium levels, regular checkups are crucial. If you're looking for diabetic-friendly foods rich in potassium, here are some excellent options. Let's focus on low-carb, high-potassium foods that can benefit your health while adhering to a low-carb diet. Here are some options. Avocado is an excellent choice. chrysanthemum leaves and garland. These greens are excellent sources of potassium and low in net carbs. Dried sesame seed kernels. Rich in potassium and versatile for adding to dishes. Mustard greens. High in potassium and low in net carbs. Broccoli rabe, rapini. Provides potassium and is a great addition to salads or stir-fries. Dock sorrel. Contains potassium and pairs well with various cuisines. Endive. A potassium-rich leafy green with minimal net carbs. Beet greens. These greens offer both potassium and vitamins. Kale. A nutrient powerhouse with substantial potassium content. Bamboo shoots. Low in net carbs and a good source of potassium. Baked potatoes, including sweet potatoes, take in moderation. These starchy vegetables provide potassium and fiber. Plain yogurt. Choose low-fat or Greek yogurt for a potassium boost. Kidney beans. High in both potassium and protein. Sun-dried tomatoes. Add flavor to salads, pasta, or sandwiches. Bananas, avocados, and peaches are potassium-rich. Salmon, tuna, and cod contain potassium. Remember to incorporate a variety of these foods into your diet for balanced nutrition. Manage stress. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Sun exposure and acupressure. Scientific studies suggest that short sun exposure and acupressure can help lower blood pressure quickly. Remember, always consult with a healthcare provider before making significant lifestyle changes. Meditation is a practice that trains attention and awareness, aiming to achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm state. Here are some key points. Types of meditation. Mindfulness meditation focuses on the present moment, observing thoughts without judgment. Guided meditation involves following verbal instructions to relax and visualize. Transcendental meditation trademark uses a specific mantra for deep relaxation. Loving kindness meditation cultivates compassion and positive feelings toward oneself and others. Benefits of meditation. Stress reduction helps manage stress and anxiety. Improved focus enhances attention and concentration. Emotional well-being promotes calmness and self-awareness. Physical health may lower blood pressure and improve immune function. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably or lie down. Focus on your breath, sensations, or a chosen object. Be patient and non-judgmental with your thoughts. Anapanasati, also known as mindfulness of breathing, is a quintessential form of Buddhist meditation. It was taught by Gautama Buddha and is described in several suttas, most notably the Anapanasati Sutta. I have practiced this in my teenage years, has benefits for memory and education in addition to blood pressure. Focus, pay attention to the breath, both inhalation and exhalation. Method, observe the breath mindfully. Benefits, develops both samadhi, a serene, concentrated mind, and vipassana, insight. Widely used, Anapanasati is a core meditation practice in Theravada, Tiantai, and Chan traditions of Buddhism, as well as in many mindfulness programs. Steps from the Anapanasati Sutta. While sitting beneath a tree in the forest. Be aware of long inhalations and exhalations. Be aware of short inhalations and exhalations. Cultivate sensitivity to the entire body during breathing. Calm bodily fabrications through mindful breathing. Modern applications. Anapanasati is also practiced alongside other traditional meditation subjects, such as the 4 frames of reference and Metta-bhavana, loving-kindness meditation. Remember, regular practice of Anapanasati can yield significant benefits. Various methods for reducing blood pressure and their effectiveness. Lifestyle changes. Weight loss. Losing weight can lower blood pressure. On average, each kilogram, about 2.2 pounds, of weight lost may reduce blood pressure by approximately 1 mm Hg. Regular exercise. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity daily. Exercise can lower blood pressure by about 5 to 8 mm Hg. Healthy diet. Following the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, diet or the Mediterranean diet can reduce blood pressure by up to 11 mm Hg. Limit sodium intake. Reducing sodium consumption can help manage blood pressure. Reducing sodium intake has a significant impact on blood pressure. For every 2,300 mg reduction in sodium intake, systolic blood pressure, the top number, typically falls by an average of 5.6 mm of mercury, mmHg, and diastolic pressure, the bottom number, decreases by 2.3 mm of mercury. So, limiting sodium intake can be beneficial for maintaining healthy blood pressure. Stress management. Managing stress through relaxation techniques can have a positive impact. According to the Mayo Clinic, practices like meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery, Deep breathing exercises and yoga may lower your systolic blood pressure by 5 mm of mercury, mmHg, or more. Remember that individual responses may vary, but these relaxation methods contribute to overall health. Limiting alcohol intake can have a positive impact on blood pressure. On average, reducing alcohol consumption can lower blood pressure by about 4 mm Hg. Disclaimer: consult your healthcare professional before making any changes to your medication or lifestyle. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe. Up above you see a video related to health. Thanks very much.